I mean, he asked if black culture is defined yet. It never will be because it's not real. Black culture is not real. It's no such thing as black culture because again, we're the only ones that came over here not knowing anything. How can we really don't understand where we came from, our lineage, no matter how much history we can go back and say that we're reading, we don't know. We have no idea. We are walking and operating on what someone has given us, and it's only up to us to start using our minds and our moral compass of understanding the stuff that they have given us that said is the black culture, the quote unquote black culture, is foolishness. Because there's no way that I should feel like no matter through my struggle, I got to sell dope, I have to sell poison to my community to come up. I got to kill my own community to be able to come up. There's no reason why I feel like just because gay pays right now, that I should feel like to get out of my situation, I have to follow this agenda. No, when we say that it was done to shame us, why are we falling victim and fantasizing and being able to be being subjective to doing that to the younger community, or also not only that, in the rape culture of a sodomy, of being able to rape another man, or just being in a relationship of a homosexual relationship. If that was brought upon a man from shaming him and demoralizing him, where do we come from finding desire from that, of saying that that's love? Where did that come from? And it's only
Yeah,
with
yeah,
our
yeah.
culture. That's on. It's because it's done in all culture. Dez was correct. It's in every culture. But when you look at TV, it's idolized. It's pushed that it comes and it's heavy within our culture.
To be black is to accept the gay lifestyle, and it's almost like there's virtually no pushback to it. But go ahead, JP. I'm sorry.
Um, but no, what I was saying is, we the only ones that accept that. Because every gay commercial is either two black gay couples or it's a black interracial relationship. But the one who's the spokesman and talking that has the most lines in the commercial is the gay black man. He's the one that's walking past the camera, the camera's following him. He's the one that's promoting. Every HIV commercial is the black man. It's two gay black men, African American man. He has to be gay, and he's the one, the spokesman behind HIV. We don't realize that honestly and truly, most sexual transmitted diseases pass from a woman to a man is because a man was having homosexual activities between each other and passing it to a woman. Sexual transmitted diseases lay dormant through men. But women only, if it had not been for a woman to be able, it's not gonna be able to lay dormant between her. A lot of men, you wouldn't know about this gay stuff going on because you wouldn't know who has what disease, because she's the one who's saying, "Hey, look, I got something. You need to go get checked." A lot of those diseases are coming from the homosexual behavior.
And if I can also interject in this, because I have a 13-year history working in healthcare, and I don't really like making this a colored situation, because I can honestly say in a work day, I may see a little bit more the white or European groups of people who are, it is a high level of European individuals. Now, I don't necessarily see so many Indians or Africans, or and I don't even want to
We
limit
are not gay. I know y'all saw that.
what.
The
But
African, yeah,
look though,
I
the
mean,
African.
we have it all over, but when I say I want to separate African and American, not African American, Africans, Nigerians, Sierra Leone. When I say that, I see more black and I see more white than I see any other race. So I really don't, and I think it's more of us than it is a lot of other people. However, based off my observation, I've seen more white and black men in this in this shindig. So again, I don't, and then if we, and I just want to take a second because I know we utilize words every day, and a lot of the time we know the word and we think we know the definition, but we don't always strategically know the definition. So the definition of culture is the art and other manifestations of human intellectual achievements regarded collectively. So to even put culture into it, for me, I don't like, because culture can be hey, be quiet. Culture, excuse me, can be viewed as a culture can be viewed as more or less an art form, or but technically it is a manifestation, which is something that people collectively think come together on a particular issue with. But when we say culture, I really don't want to utilize the word culture, if that makes any sense. I just don't think that, I don't think that that's a fair word to use.
But when I made the response about the sexual diseases, that wasn't predicated solely on black men. I said men, period.
No, and I know, but I just wanted to throw that out there because again, it's happening everywhere.
But what can you expect when you say that you see a lot of white men, when the bestiality came from that? If we want to use culture on the definition that you said, that is correct, because none of that they gave to the black culture is what we're really about. But when you do want to look at the history of the white American or the white European, that's what they follow behind. They always shamed, they always had bestiality, they had all of that. You know what I'm saying?
But then why is it seem more prevalent that black people are taking the credit for that, almost as if
because they're choosing to take the money, because it's they're choosing when it is being promoted online. It's promoted because they're taking the money to be able to promote it. But honestly, what you're saying of the mostly that you see in the public that's enduring this and that's living this, most of that came from childhood trauma. A lot of that, what you seeing in this day and time now, the gay, but back then, like in the 80s, the 90s, it came deep rooted from gang culture, being molested and being down low, and it was don't ask, don't tell. The gay that's now is agenda driven and ideology driven right now. That's what it is right now. These kids is really not gay. These kids that's trying to quote unquote saying transitioning, this is all fruity stuff to just push an agenda and mind fuck the mind. That's all of this is it's internet stuff. It's fictitious. It's not real.